This is a full walkthrough of Hello Neighbor 2 All Achievements / Trophies Guide. This is the tutorial section first, and really this is pretty straightforward, so just follow along with what I'm doing on screen in order to complete it. But going forward, we're going to get through the game in around 20 minutes. We're going to be using some glitches to complete certain puzzles and get past locked doors and stuff like that, so I'll explain it as we go, but for now just follow along with what I'm doing here at the beginning to complete the tutorial. Once you wake up after the tutorial, we're going to pause the game and load our last save. This is actually going to progress us forward to the house for the first day. And now when you head inside, what we want to do is walk up to the locked door that we're supposed to unlock, and instead of having to unlock it, if we have our crowbar out, just walk into the door while crouched and jump, and you should jump straight through the door. Go ahead and grab this newspaper down here. This will trigger a cutscene. We'll get another achievement / trophy. Then you can grab the key and head on outside, going through the locked door in front of us here, and this will complete our first day. After loading our last save, we'll be teleported in front of the museum, head inside and grab the shovel, and this will end the first night, getting another achievement / trophy, and we can go ahead and skip the cutscenes and then load our last save again to teleport forward once again. Day 2 takes place on a bakery, and we do not have any glitches or exploits we can use, but don't worry, I have you covered. As we head into the kitchen here, we want to grab the key off of the baker, making sure not to get caught, and then we're going to head around to the side window, and once we get inside of there, we want to grab the wheel off of the pipe, and we're going to use the key to open up the fridge, and inside of the fridge we want to grab the fish. Then we're going to head through the door from here back into the kitchen, and we're going to use the fish on the cat's bowl, which will distract the cat so we can pet it for an achievement / trophy, and we can grab our first button for the cash register. Now that we're back outside, we want to make our way up the ladder and onto the roof, and once we get up there, we're actually going to sprint jump across to the other section of the roof, so just do what I'm doing here. You can try this as many times as you need to. Once you make it across, head on through the window, and we're going to use the wheel that we picked up earlier on this machine here, and we want to turn it once, so make sure after putting the wheel on that you interact with it once. Then we can come into this bedroom, grab the scissors off the table and use them to cut out this patch, and then grab the hand for the clock, and we're going to set the clock to 10:35 in order to get our next button for the cash register. With our second button, we want to head outside onto the balcony here, and we're going to use our scissors to cut up this plant in order to get our third button. So as long as you had turned the wheel on the machine, this plant will be cuttable and you'll be able to grab this button. Then we're going to head back down to the front of the bakery, and we're going to put our first 3 buttons into the cash register. Now we're going to wait for the baker to get out of our way so we can head back into the kitchen, and we want to head over to the freezer and grab the ice cube that is inside of it. Inside of this ice block is going to be our key that we need. We want to put this in the baker's oven and then grab the fire extinguisher off of the wall here and use it to extinguish the fire after the ice cube has melted, and grab our key. And then we're going to head back up onto the roof, break the window up there by throwing an item through it, and then we want to use the key to unlock the book on the table and grab our final button for the cash register. With all the buttons inserted, the code is 1576, and this will open it up, allowing us to grab the key, completing day 2. You can go ahead and load your last save to be teleported forward to the museum. For night 2 at the museum, we want to head inside and we're going to use our key to unlock the door. And then we're going to head up the stairs and all the way up to the top for another achievement / trophy. So just run on in, don't worry about the neighbor, he probably won't be able to catch you. You should still have a crowbar in order to open up this door. If for whatever reason you don't have the crowbar, there is one downstairs in the museum in one of the glass cases in that first room. You'll just have to work around the neighbor in order to get it without being grabbed. Now just continue all the way up to the roof as high as you can go until your achievement / trophy pops, and then we're going to load our last save in order to return to the front of the museum and start night 2 over again. Now back at the front of the museum, this time I'm going to show you a tactic to actually trap the neighbor in the garage so you don't have to worry about him while you look around the museum. This works both here in night 2 as well as in night 3, so keep that in mind as we go forward. But you want to run back here into the garage, use the handle on the door, and then open the door up. And now you want to get the neighbor to chase you in here, and you want to position yourself inside of that door on the car. And basically once he grabs you here, he'll actually collide with the door and kind of be stuck inside of the door and not be able to leave the garage every time that you reload into the museum here on night 2. Again, you can also use this on night 3. Now that we've confirmed that the neighbor is trapped in the garage, we're going to make our way through the museum here on night 2. If you need any tools, if you're missing anything, they can be found in the glass cases in the first room of the museum. We're going to use the scissors to cut away the spider webs, and then we want to use this lamp here next to the painting. Press both lamps in order to move it out of the way. Use the scissors to open this doorway, and then finally grab the key off of this table. We're going to head upstairs, unlock the bedroom door, and interact with the photo in the case in order to complete night number 2. Once again, after loading our last save, we'll spawn in front of this house, and we want to make our way all the way up to the roof to grab the shovel. So just follow the path that I'm taking. After we grab the shovel, we're going to jump back down and head back towards where we spawned in order to find a safe that we can dig out with the shovel. The combination for this safe is 80164. That's 80164. Once you get the safe open, grab the item inside to complete day number 3. After loading our last save, it'll be night number 3 at the museum. Go ahead and head inside. Remember, you can use that garage glitch to trap the neighbor if you're having difficulties with them, but we want to use the key to get into this room right at the top of the stairs, making sure not to get caught by the neighbor, and then we want to open the safe in this corner. The code is 1135. To start day 4 at the mansion, we want to head up to the left side of the porch, and we're going to use our fire extinguisher to put out the flames on the grill in order to steal the steak. And then we want to go back to the front yard with the steak and put it in the dog's bowl, and then we can pet the dog for an achievement/trophy. Now we want to head into the house, making sure that we don't get caught as we head upstairs into the bedroom. We're going to use our fire extinguisher in order to glitch through a wall into the final room to complete this day very, very quickly. So just follow as I'm going upstairs into the bedroom, and once we get up there, I'll explain the glitch. So up in the bedroom, there is a part of the wall that is very clearly different, and what we want to do is crouch, jump through the wall with our fire extinguisher, and use the fire extinguisher as you jump. This will propel you through the wall, allowing you to grab the key and finish the day. After loading our last save, we'll be back at the museum once again for the final night, and as we head inside, the first thing that we actually want to work on doing is an achievement/trophy. So just follow along with where I'm going for now until we finally get the tome. With the tome in hand, we want to head back into the room where we got the wrench. And just as a reminder again, if you're having any difficulty with any of this because of the neighbor, you can do the same car glitch to lock him into the garage. Now that we're in this room, we're going to place the book where it belongs. Then you want to pull that book out of the bookshelf, as well as this one and the one on the left. This will reveal the head of the bear. We're going to take this back outside and put it on the bear statue in order to get our achievement/trophy once the neighbor leaves us alone. With that achievement/trophy out of the way, we're going to go ahead and complete this night. In order to do that, you need to hop on top of these boxes, and we're going to glitch through the ceiling to get into the attic. Make sure once again that you're using your fire extinguisher and jumping up until you jump through the green portion of the ceiling. Once up here, you can grab this key off of the wall, and we're going to use it to unlock the cage. Head on inside and you will get another achievement/trophy. Now the final thing to do is escape the museum. So grab this item off of the arm, and then we also want to grab the scissors off the bedside table. We're going to use the scissors to cut off the cobwebs from this locking mechanism, and we need to enter the code, which is 31869. Now remember, this is upside down, so the 6 and the 9 will look like each other, but the code is 31869. Once you get through this door, just follow along with the path that I take to make your way out of the attic. Once we make it out of the attic, our basic objective is to get all of our tools back. So be careful of the bear traps as well as the neighbor running around, of course. He will be carrying a wrench that we need to grab off of him. Once you get that off of him, you can try and lock him in the garage. However, him catching you is probably going to take those items off of you, so I don't think you can actually lock him in the garage for this portion. You're just going to have to play around him. But most of the items that you need can be found down here. We already have the scissors. We need the crowbar again, so we're going to grab that. And then we also, like I mentioned, need to grab a wrench off of him. In order to get it off of him, we're going to hide in this little hole here and basically bait him to get close enough to us so that we can grab it off of him. Then we're going to use that to go and get our fire extinguisher from the hallway in front of the garage. Now that we're back in our little hole, we want to use the wrench to unscrew the grate on front of the fireplace, and then we're going to extinguish the fire and grab the key from inside, and then simply we need to escape. In order to escape, you want to get him distracted so he's not looking at the door, and we have to use our crowbar to remove the 2 pieces of wood, and then use the key to make your escape and get your final achievement/trophy for completing the game.